It is that time of year, the big game day is right around the corner, and you want to know what to make for everybody coming over to your house. Or if you're going to someone else's house, you want to know what to take. That's what I'm here for. Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. We are starting off strong with crowd-pleasing loaded nachos. You can do these a million different ways, but the first thing we're gonna do is just chop up all of our ingredients, because once we get all of that done, we're gonna move over to the stove, and this is gonna go really quickly. So for toppings, you can do pretty much whatever you want. I've got this red bell pepper, any color would work. We're gonna dice this. To make this even quicker, I'm gonna use my handy dandy chopper dicer. I'm gonna use a little bit of red onion. We are gonna add green onion a little later too, so you don't need a ton of the red onion. For our jalapeno, I'm just gonna thinly slice it. I'm gonna leave all the seeds in. We like a little bit of spice to our stuff. It's gonna all go in at the same time, so I'm gonna add these here. Okay, so we've got this tomato here. I'm just going to chop it up really quickly. We're gonna add this in a separate bowl, because this is gonna go on at the very end. We need some green onion too. Okay, last thing we need is some cilantro. I'm just gonna chop that up really quickly, and then we're gonna head over to the stovetop. You know what? While I chop that, let's let our skillet preheat to about medium high. So are you team cilantro or no? We love cilantro in this house, but I know a lot of people don't like it. So we got 1 pound of ground beef going in. And I'm using super lean meat this time. I'm hoping I'm really not gonna have to drain much at all. You gotta have shredded cheese for this. I'm using Colby Jack. Use whatever you have on hand or whatever you like. We might as well do the whole thing, because cheese is a good thing. Here towards the end, I'm gonna add in some garlic. You can do fresh garlic. I'm just taking the easy route today, maybe a tablespoon. Again, I don't have a whole lot of fat in here, so I'm just gonna continue on, but you would wanna drain yours if it's really greasy. We're gonna add in basically a pack of taco seasoning, which is about a big old clump. It's about 3 tablespoons. Stir that around, get everything coated, and then we're gonna add some water too. About 3/4 a cup of water here. Gonna pour that in. We're gonna let this simmer for a few minutes and kind of thicken up. So the next step is something that's a little different. We're gonna add refried beans into this mixture. Gotta soften them up. I'm gonna stir them around. You know, refried beans coming out of a can never looks appetizing, but it always tastes so good after you doctor it up, you know? That is gonna be delicious. We're just letting that heat off all the way through so I can kind of get it really well incorporated, and then we're gonna go assemble our nachos. I'm gonna add a little more water in here. Very well incorporated. That is perfection. Okay, we're about to head over to assemble everything, but first, let's preheat our oven to 350. I mean, I could just throw some cheese on that and eat that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got a big thing of tortilla chips. We're gonna just start assembling. You don't wanna get the super thin tortilla chips, like the cantina style or whatever. Don't get those. They'll break all over the place. You'll be frustrated. Get the normal tortilla chips.
That don't look like enough nachos right there.
Well, we're gonna do another layer, so don't, you should have seen his face, y'all. When I finished pouring, he goes, it was cute. All right, I'm just trying to make a good layer here on the bottom, and let's put some meat mixture on there. Now we're just going to try and spread about half of the meat mixture here on the bottom. I don't wanna put too much all in one spot. I'm gonna try to evenly distribute everything. Now, about half of the cheese. And we're just gonna top it with the rest of our chips. Just trying to kind of cover up that bottom layer. Y'all, this is gonna be so good. My mouth is watering.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the rest of the meat mixture is going on top. The last bit of the cheese is going on. Now, I drained these and I rinsed these, but I've got these sliced black olives. And this is kind of where it goes to you do you. If you don't like black olives, leave that out. If you want green olives, do that. Whatever you want to do. And now we're going to take our bell pepper and our red onion and our jalapeno and put it all over the top. That's it for now. This is going in a 350-degree oven for about 15 minutes. We're just wanting to melt the cheese. So you can make some guac to go on top of this. That would be really good, but we're just going to do some sliced avocado. Okay, so we've got that tomato that we chopped up earlier. I'm going to throw that on top. Green onion and our cilantro. Hot sauce on top of this. Cholula, something like that.
Better hurry. Oh. Missing your tinkage opportunity.
Okay. Tink.
Oh man. Man, that meat and beans. Wow, that's good. I love the crunch of those fresh veggies in there. Look, there's some jalapeno just calling my name. That is delicious, baby.
You don't need nothing else for game day. This is it. Just make a huge thing of this and everybody can just munch off of it. You got cheese all over you.
Got cheese on it.
That means it's good.
It's the epic finger food right here.
I mean, really.
Oh, yeah.
I can just imagine watching the big game and eating this.
Yeah.
That's a good day right there. I don't care. I don't even know who's playing in it. Do we know who's playing in it? Has that been decided yet? We're filming this way in advance.
Well, about the only thing I know is the team with the most points is going to win.
He called it. Place your bets.
That's it.
So Steven just put some of this on it. Okay. Was it Ron? Ronnie? I think his name was Ron. Sent us one bottle of this. Steven ordered a 3-pack because he already went through the first bottle and now is in love with it. It is called the famous Marie Sharp's habanero pepper sauce. It's hot, but it has such a good flavor to it. You just finished those off?
Look, you got a whole thing over there.
Clearly, the big game day Sunday is about those sometimes foods. It's not how we eat daily. But as we're getting back into our routines this year, I wanted to share something that's been a game changer for my daily routine. Today's video is sponsored by Nourish, and I'm so excited to share it with you because it truly has simplified my life. Nourish is the easiest way to find and speak with a registered dietitian from the comfort of your own home. You just jump on Zoom and meet with them. I have had 3 meetings with my dietitian. Her name is Eloise, and I let her know that I just felt overwhelmed with trying to figure out my nutrition goals. I didn't know what they should be. I didn't know really how to track them. So Eloise has become like my accountability partner. One thing I love is their app. It makes tracking my nutritional goals, my workouts, it makes all of that so simple. I can see in real time where I'm at with my nutrition goals daily, so that helps take all of the guesswork out of my meal prep. This is not about me putting a ton of restrictions on myself or following some fad diet. This is about learning lifelong, sustainable skills on how to track my nutrition. And I haven't even told you the best part. Nourish accepts hundreds of insurances across the 50 states, and in fact, 94% of patients have $0 out of pocket. That means that my sessions with Eloise have been 100% covered by my insurance. I don't have to pay anything. So she has helped me make a really easy plan to follow. I meet with her from the comfort of my own home, and I'm not having to pay for these sessions. My insurance is covering it. Also, one quick thing to keep in mind, at Nourish, they have registered dietitians. That title requires a degree, national exams. So a lot of times we hear, especially in the influencer world, people claiming to be nutritionists. Anyone can claim to be that. These are registered dietitians, so you know you are getting expert advice. So if you are ready to feel more confident in your nutrition, more energized and excited about having someone to help you through it, you need to check out Nourish. So if you just check my description box below, I've got a link there. Just click that link and under 5 minutes, you'll be able to schedule your first appointment. Back to appetizers. What's up, Steven in the making?
I done. Take 2. Listen.
Yeah.
She's tired, folks.
I did not sleep not one wink last night. Not one. I was awake all night.
She's been jagging all day.
I'm a zombie. It's been a long day and it's only midday, so here we are.
She said, you're in charge of the wings. And that's what we're doing. We're winging it this morning.
We are winging it.
Afternoon, right?
Right. So tell them what we're making.
Well, we're making some air fried chicken wings.
Uh-huh.
You know, everybody talks about wings. You gotta have wings when you watch football.
Right.
Especially the big game that's coming up.
That's right.
So we're doing wings, but we're doing them in the air fryer. Mandy is making a special sauce.
I am.
To go on these bad boys.
These ingredients over here is going to be a hot honey garlic sauce that we're going to toss them in afterwards.
It's going to be good. So we're just going to do a little prep here. First things first, I had to cut these wings up.
Yeah.
So we got them all
They
cut
still
up.
had feathers on them. It was not.
Sometimes that happens.
He had to chop them up. I can't quite do that.
So all I'm doing now is I'm patting them dry because we want them super dry before we put the rub on.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna slide them in this bowl here. And then we're gonna take some olive oil. Now you can use just whatever high smoke oil that you wanna use. We're gonna go with this garlic infused olive oil that we got at the Palmetto Olive Oil Company to add a little extra flavor. This is gonna act as a binder and it's also gonna help crisp them up when they're in the air fryer. So we're just gonna glug her on in.
So y'all are panicking right now, as am I. I'm gonna wipe that down with a Lysol wipe afterwards. It's okay. We're all good. It's okay.
I didn't hear no sirens go off.
Believe me, there's people watching who are freaking out right now, just like I am.
Well,
It's okay. I'll wipe it down.
let me get my hands down in there
Right,
too.
right. I'm gonna be in charge of putting this on there and I'll wipe that down. We're moving on.
Now I need the...
You tell me when.
Dun, 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 dun. Come on, keep going now. You got to put it on there. All right, that's good. Because you want them to get good and coated because we're going to go through them again.
Yep.
Like this. All right, douse it again. I want them good and coated, like a blanket. They're gonna need this blanket right here too for the cold weather that's coming up. Okay, now look. Those are well seasoned.
They are. They're beautiful.
I like that.
All right.
All right, now. I mean, you just put them in the thing and you put them in the thing.
I mean, that's as simple as it gets. So you go ahead and load them up. We're going to stick them in the air fryer. Hang on, I'll tell you exactly how long. So I've got this magnet on the side of my fridge, and I love it because it's super helpful. It's for the air fryer, so you know exactly how long to cook things. So if you look right here, chicken wings, 2 pounds. It says 400 for about 12 minutes. So we're going to do probably 400 for about 12 minutes, and then we'll check on them and see if they're done. So I decided to cook the bottom tray a little bit longer because they were the thicker ones, so that's what we're gonna go with. So we will be back in about 15 minutes.
Look at this beautiful woman.
Hi.
She's been working all day with no sleep.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm good. We got a couple of tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna put it in this saucepan. I'm heating this saucepan to about medium high. I'm gonna let that melt. Okay, so that is melted.
That's that fancy garlic right there.
Yeah, this is super fancy, y'all.
Yeah, it comes right in a jar.
I'm telling you what. So we're just letting that get fragrant 30 seconds or so. It doesn't take long at all. Then we're gonna add in all the rest of our ingredients. So this is a hot honey. This is just regular honey. I'm gonna do about a half a cup of that in here. Can we come out?
Gotta help it.
It's on the struggle. I understand, I am too. We can always adjust this. We're just eyeballing all this. It doesn't really matter. Now we've got to make it hot. You can use sriracha sauce, but we're going to use Frank's Red Hot because I love that buffalo sauce. Right. Maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons of that. Then we're going to throw in just about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Let's go ahead and whisk all of that together. And then we're going to add in just a few seasonings. We're going to throw in some smoked paprika, and because we like extra hot, I'm going to throw in some crushed red pepper as well.
Gosh, I love you. I'm so glad I married you.
Not a lot, just a little bit. I think I can take it off. I think it's good and incorporated. So we're just gonna let that kind of cool a little bit. Our wings should be done in just a minute, and we're gonna toss the wings in that.
Yes, we are. Uh-huh. Man, that's some love language right there.
That is some love language.
Man, oh man, oh man.
I mean, these would just be good like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely they would.
Air fryer chicken wings is where it's at.
I'm telling you what. Okay, we got the chicken wings out. We're gonna let them rest for 4 or 5 minutes, and then we're gonna bring the magic sauce over here.
That's right.
Hey, let's show them the consistency of that sauce real quick.
Yeah.
See how
It's a good coating consistency.
Yes.
You see that?
Yes. All right, here we go. Into the bowl. Sweetheart.
Mm-hmm. We're about to chow down.
This is gonna be amazing.
We're just gonna toss it in there. I'm a little scared. I'm gonna step back. How about that?
I'm ready.
I am too. Let's do it. We're gonna go without ranch for the first time. Okay.
Let's do it.
You think? Ooh, that hot honey sauce.
Wow. Oh man. The garlic flavor, the sweet garlic, and then spicy. Oh, it just hit me now. Ooh.
I'm making a mess already. Finger looking good.
Man.
If you've never made chicken wings in the air fryer, I'm telling you, it's the only way you'll want to make them.
Yeah.
They're so good.
So juicy.
Okay, we're just gonna stand here and say,
Yeah.
for the next 10 minutes. We'll be back.
I'm just gonna eat this.
We got one more recipe to share with you. I'm gonna be making it in just a couple of minutes. It's super fast, so hang tight, we'll be right back. Okay, we're gonna be making a dip, and this is a spicy feta red pepper dip. It's kind of like the whipped feta that you can buy. However, we're gonna make it better than you can buy it. So I've got a large block of feta cheese here. You wanna get the block and not the crumbles, but you see it's in a lot of liquid. We're gonna drain this liquid off, and then we're gonna pat this dry and kind of crumble it up. And you will need a food processor or a blender. We are gonna use the whole block. You just wanna pat it dry because you don't want your dip to be runny, you know? We want it to be nice and creamy. Let's do one more round. Okay, let's kind of crumble this into the food processor. So I've got some roasted red pepper here. A lot of times when you buy it, it's like the whole pepper. These are the strips, which is nice. but we're also going to dab these kind of dry. We want, I don't know, about a half a cup of these. So I'm gonna just transfer these in here. We need about a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Here's the dill pickle. We're gonna use like 1/8 of a cup of this Tuscan herb infused. I don't want to overpower it. I didn't want to do the entire thing with this because I feel like that would just be a little too strong. So I'm going to do about 1/8 of a cup, maybe even less, maybe a 1/16, just to add a little extra flavor. And then the rest of it is just going to be plain extra virgin olive oil. So let's drizzle that in. We need about a tablespoon of lemon juice. If you don't want yours to be spicy, leave this part out. I'm doing some cayenne pepper, not a lot, just to add a little hint of spice. And we need some black pepper too. Okay, that is that. We need to plug this bad boy up. And you know what? The cord is underneath. It's wrapped around under here. There it is. Which makes it great to store, but I forgot to take it out. Okay, we got it. Okay, so let's turn this on. I'm gonna grab something and just kind of push down on the sides. And we can always add some more olive oil if I feel like we need it. You know, we're just gonna kind of eyeball this. So we both just did a little quick taste of this, and I am happy to say it is delicious.
I'm gonna tell you what, I have my doubts on this one.
Well,
I'm no longer a doubter.
so I'm just adding a little more olive oil in. We're gonna pulse it one more time, and then it's time to eat.
I don't think I've had a dip quite like this before.
Yeah, for presentation purposes, because this just looks like orange goo. It's delicious, but for presentation purposes,
That's some good tasting orange goo right there, I'm telling you right now.
I'm gonna put just a little bit of red pepper flake on top just to make it pretty. And I'm gonna drizzle just a little bit of olive oil on top too. This would be good with pita chips. We're gonna have it with some broccoli and cauliflower.
I had just a little taste.
The tiniest taste. So this is the true taste test right here.
Oh man. Yeah.
This,
This dip.
Tink.
Man.
That just energized me.
The saltiness of that feta with that olive oil and those roasted red peppers or whatever you put in there. Special.
I could eat that dip every day.
I was a little on the skeptical side because I didn't know how it was going to turn out.
Oh, I know, because I watched your face. I know his face. I know his facial expressions. I was like, he's not believing in this. He is not a believer.
I am now.
You are now.
I believe.
So normally I like to turn off our dryer. However, we are prepping for a big ice storm and prep that we might be losing power. So I'm trying to do all of the laundry ahead of time. That's why you hear that.
These would be really good with pita chips too.
I wonder if we still have pita chips. Let me look. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Touchdown.
Pita chips.
Get back. My work is done here, folks. I didn't do nothing but eat and tell y'all about it. Pita chips with this dip.
Y'all, please make this.
Yes.
Please, please, please
You definitely
make
have
this.
to try this.
So easy. There's no cooking involved. I need to film this outro, but I can't stop dipping into this feta dip because it's that good. But as always, I appreciate y'all being here. I hope that you are doing well. If you're in the South, I hope you have power after this big storm that we had. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to check out Nourish if you were interested in partnering with a registered dietitian to be kind of like your accountability partner. Remember, because they accept so many insurances, that 94% of patients have $0 out of pocket. That is amazing. This is also amazing. I'm gonna go continue to chow down. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.